Hello, welcome to Every Day is Earth Day, the podcast. I am your hostess, Fiona Dempster. This is episode 182, and today I'm curious. What's coming up is something that's always been swirling around in my universe for many, many years, and that's one of comparison and contrasting. Compare and contrast. If anyone's gone through school in the United States, you learn to compare and contrast in many different ways, and not just in school. But you may have families that are constantly comparing you to others, or you stand out in stark contrast to pretty much anything and everything around you. Now, nothing is right and nothing is wrong in this conversation. I'm just curious how much you'd be willing to let go of comparing yourself to others and celebrating where you stand out from the crowd, and that you're willing to celebrate you as you, because you're the only one on the planet exactly like you. You're it. You are the bomb. You are, you know, the one of you, the one and only you. And when we take that unique us and we compare it to other people, all that really does is creates more judgment, more separation, more frustration, and all slew of other unsavory things, possibly. And for some people, it does generate and create something else because it invites them to choose um, something different. That hasn't always been the case for me. I had a tendency to resist and react to comparison and fight and defend for and against whatever somebody was comparing me to. Um, and how unkind is it to say, why can't you be more like so and so? Why don't you be more like other people? Because really, in this life, what I would love to invite and see in the world is where people celebrate each other. They're grateful for themselves. They celebrate their own strengths, weaknesses, foibles, weirdness, and that we celebrate that in each other. And none of it's right, none of it's wrong. It's just a choice. And we're not comparing ourselves to others. There's a feed on Facebook that is, the US versus, and gets me down a bit when people focus so much on the negative and what's not working in the United States and claiming that other countries have it right and we always have it wrong. What if we, yes, have a few things that need to, well, don't even need to. What if there are things that simply aren't working and we need to do something completely different? But comparing ourselves to anybody else is actually not part of changing anything. It simply reinforces judgment and wrongness. And the world is not a very pretty place right now with all of the judgment and the wrongness and the pointing fingers and, fighting for and defending against, yeah, fighting for the rightness of our point of view and defending against other people's judgments. Where, it could simply be, hey, interesting point of view, that we all have this point of view and what's really possible if we were willing to go there. So today I invite you to look at any of the places where you may be doing compare and contrast and it's not actually contributing to creating what you'd like to have. It's not lifting you up personally, where you constantly buy other people's points of view or other people's conclusions that you're wrong somehow and you have to be a different way in order to be right. Because what if you being you is actually the gift to the world that we really need right now? What do you have as you, because you're beyond comparison. This planet is beyond comparison to any other planet. It is what it is, and we never ask it to be more like Jupiter or Saturn or anything else. We simply desire the planet Earth to be the planet Earth. So, how does it get even better than that? And what else might be possible here on the planet for all of us, being us, uncomparably us, incomparably us, however you pronounce that? My words aren't so easy today with proper vocabulary, so please forgive me my incomparable foibles and flaws. So thanks for joining me, because every day is Earth Day. Ta for now.